Hi there, Maureen from Color Me Positive, and I just picked up Keith Pham's new word search uh, puzzle creator. So this is what it looks like, and I've been through it once, and it's awesome. Okay, I really, really like it, and for the price, you have to pick it up. Now, the only problem with it is that the solutions for the puzzles look great, but they're colored. So for KDP users, we need the black and white, right? Just the circles showing the solution page. And I found the solutions to be too small or too big on one thing. Anyway, I got in touch with Keith, and he said, although he won't be able to do it right now, he'll be able to incorporate the ability for you to create black and white solution pages and choose how many you want on each page. That will have to come after the launch because it's just launching right now. So he is amenable to listening to what you might like in this actual software. So I'm just going to go through it and show you how it works. It's pretty simple. Now, if you come here, if you click on here, it's going to open a new window and it'll give you a user guide. So you can go through this on your own. If you have any questions, it's all laid out here. Okay. I won't go through that because that's just boring. Okay. So here, you're going to end up here starting with your topic, right? So theme and word list. So my topic is going to be Christmas. So I'm just going to type that in. Style audience. Now this is going to be for kids. Okay. Because this is going to, if you're going to use and generate the word list in here, it's going to be affected by this theme, right? And that's done with AI. If you want to use that, you click on there, but you're going to have to get a Gemini API key. Okay, and it will tell you how to do that here and here in the user guide if you want to use that. I'm not going to do that because I just don't have time right now. So you can actually just enter, paste, or upload your words here. So you can upload a text file or enter one word per line. And I think I copy pasted. Yeah, so I already have, I think it's 100 words if ChatGPT didn't mess up. Okay. And that's it, right? Now I'm not going to want to generate the puzzles just yet. Well, I could actually. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, not enough words. Oh, okay. So here, see, it'll tell you. You need 150 words for 10 puzzles, but you only have 100. Now, I only want 10 words per puzzle, so I should have enough. So what you want to do is come over here and go to puzzle, say 15 by 15, number of puzzles, and I only want 10 words, okay? Here you can set your book size, which you want to do first. And I'm going to do, I'll just do 8, no, let's do the 8 by 10 because it's a kid's book. If I was doing an adult book, I might do the 6 by 9, excuse me, because it's portable, right? It's popular right now. For a kid's activity book, this is cool. So I do 8 by 10, 10 number of puzzles. I want 10 of them with 10 words per puzzle, okay? So content and difficulty. So grid size, I'll do a 10 by 10, which is pretty small, but you can do up to 25 by 25, so that's crazy, right? And difficulty, you just come here. You can do basic with the horizontal and vertical, intermediate, you get reverse, diagonals are all directions. So I'm going to do basic because it is a kid's puzzle book. Then you style it. Okay, so the global page fonts, you can choose from a whole bunch here. And I think I'm going to do Montserrat. I'll just leave it where it is. And grid font size, 22 and bold. So that'll be within the grid. Excuse me. Grid container border, I'm going to do solid. Okay, grid lines, I don't want any there. I'll leave the color as is. Okay, and this, we'll leave it there until we generate puzzles. Let's generate, whoop, not enough words. I only have 99. Oh, Lord. Okay, so this is my word list, right? Okay, but puzzle itself, I have to come back here. No, it's in the topic. Okay, so I'm going to add a word. Let's see, what can we add? I want to duplicate it because that might cause problems. So let's put, I don't know. I don't know, put buttons. Okay, now let's go back to where we were. Okay, word list, frame offset. Okay, so we'll see what it looks like. It should work now. There we go. Okay, so here's what it looks like. And now we're going to go and fix all this, right? Which isn't hard. We'll go through that after. So page headers and text, title, Christmas. I'm going to put Christmas, word search. See, and it shows up in real time, which I love. I'm going to leave it at 24 and leave it bold, 100%. And here you can scale it so you can make it bigger, right? I'm just going to leave it at 100. And you can move it to the side, back and forth, right? Or up and down, which I will do. Okay. So I'm going to put that up here. Font color, I'm just going to leave everything black and white, but just know you can change the color. You can put in a background, right? It'll tell you background color. I'm going to leave that white. And you can put a border around it. I like that. I'm going to leave that. Solid, you can make it double or, dashed. So it gives it a little bit more, I don't know, it's kind of cute. Okay, so we'll leave that. The puzzle for you, description text. So what I'm going to do, see right here it says use this for the puzzle number. Okay, so I'm just going to take that out and I'm going to put puzzle and then this. So that will give me the puzzle number and it'll show up in a second. Description, I'm just going to leave all the fonts, but you can go through and choose that. I'll leave the size he puts, font color. Okay, now see here, you can have the name and date if you want. So they can write their name down and the date they did this puzzle, but I don't want it, so I'm just going to take it out. So there, it takes it out. Right? And you can even put footer text in, right? See down here, so if you want to put in your name or your publishing company, whatever it is, you can put that in. I'm going to take it out. Okay. Now, style. Right, I think it's here. I can put decorative images, all sorts of things, but I need to move these things. So I think that's in the content, right? Okay, enable border, Oh, background and border you could put in. Okay, it's not there. It's in the puzzles. Remember, this is like, I've only used this for a couple minutes, so let me figure it out, right? Okay, so we have all that. Is it in here? Advanced layout controls. Here we go. So we want to fit that on there. Okay. Now, and we can move it up or down, side to side, right? I'm going to leave that in the middle, and this is the one I want to play with here. Okay. So I'll put this up here. So you can, and I need to move this down because it's right at the top of the page. So how do I do that? Okay, yeah, how do I do this? Let's go to word list, right? Okay. Okay, so the word list is this, right? These are your words. Now I want it at the bottom. I don't want it displayed in columns. Well, you can have it displayed in columns. See, here it has one. You don't want one because it'll go off the page, but I only have 10 words, so let's say 2, okay? And I like that. Style and appearance, I want it uppercase. Montserrat's fine. Font size, maybe make it a little bigger because it's a kid's book too. And we'll bold them. Font color, I'm going to leave as that. Now you can put them in a container border, right? Same as for your thing if you want to do that. The frame width, you can, put it down like this if you want. I don't like a border, so I'm going to put none. But I do like, there's another thing that you can do. Uppercase, let's see, columns, boxed. I like that. That's kind of cool, right? So, especially for kids, because it really, shows them the word encased, and that might help them out. Um, let's see, frame width. First of all, we want to bring it up a bit, so you would do this to bring them up here. This is, I would just leave like in the center. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, right. And this, you can make it bigger, smaller. I think that's good. Okay. So I like it like that actually. It's kind of cool. I would try and get these though, if I could get, see, it's either boxed or columns, right? So or you could have like this. If you have a ton of words, if you have a puzzle like with 25, 30 words, you might want to do it like that just to save space. I do like the boxed, but let's put it in columns for now, right? So that's perfect. This is good. Frame offset. You can move it up or down. See, if you move it up too much, you're going to cover up that. So you got to make sure that this is, because that was happening to me and I was like, what's going on? So it's each section, it's like a section, right? So it's not transparent here. So you got to make sure it's down far enough that it's not going to override that. Now let's see, since we only have a few words, let's make the font size bigger. Okay, there we go. And see all the big spaces in between here, and that's because it's the kids and it's only 10 by 10. And you could tighten that up if you wanted to by going to number of puzzles, 10 words per puzzle, the grid size, right? So let's make it 14 by 14. And let's see what that looks like. Okay, that might make it a little bit more difficult for them, but that's good. There, I think I put it for between 8 and 12-year-olds or something. So far it's looking good, right? I just got to fix this thing. Where is that? Number of puzzles, blah, 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 blah. Grid container. Okay, grid font size you can make bigger too if you want, but I think like 22 is good, it's fine. Grid frame. So that's, you make the puzzle bigger or smaller, depending on what you want. So I'm going to put it at 85. Just, there we go. Let me just do that. Okay, grid offset by 4. Let's move it down a bit because we're going to need to move this down. Let's make sure. Now we have to go back to that and move that down a bit so it doesn't cover up the bottom of that. Okay, that's the word list. Now content, let's see. This is up here, Christmas word search. Yes, yes, font size 24, scale 100%. Now we're going to want to move that down, right? Okay, and let's make maybe a little bit bigger. And then we're going to want to move the puzzle number down. Okay, let's make that font size. And here you can put in anything you want. You don't have to put the puzzle number if you don't want to. Let's bold that too. I like everything bold. Okay, Christmas word search, puzzle one. This is the layout. Okay, and I think because we changed the font size on this, let's go back to puzzle. Grid font size, let's put that back to, I prefer it big, especially for kids, but let's do 22. And then we have to move the word list down or make that smaller. So let's make the word list smaller, the font size. 20, bold, and then we need to move it down, right? Okay. And what it does, so I have 10 word searches in here. It does it for every one of them. Okay. It updates in real time while you're working on it. And it does it for all of them. So that's perfect. You don't have to go through each and every one because it'll do the exact same thing, right? Okay, so I have it looking the way I want. Let's just generate the puzzles just to make sure. And now, did we do style? We went to style. Well, you could do page background, right? So, see, you could do a color background, say red. Okay, if you're doing these as printables, you'll want to do that kind of stuff, but this is for KDP books. I want everything black and white. To have the choice, you could do gradient. You can actually upload an image if you like, okay, which would be cool. Let's see. And here oh yeah, that's right. I want to put in some clip art, but not as a background. So let's go back here. But you can upload a full image to put on the background. So what I would do is probably find one image that's really cool to color, kind of like a border around it all, right? A black and white coloring page. And that would be cool to use as a background if you want, or any other background, depending on what you want. Now here, you can decorative images. I don't know what this image one, image two, there's nothing there. Okay. Now you have to enable images, right? And then you're going to upload images. Now you can do top left, top center, top right, bottom, blah, blah, right? So let's upload some images. I don't know if you can upload more than one at a time. Let's find out. So let's do, see, I have some coloring page image. No, I think you can only do one at a time. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put that here. See, it goes, puts it right there in the top left. And then you scale it, right? So let's scale it down. Rotate. I don't want to rotate it, but I want to offset it. I want it closer to the title. I can even put it over the title. And just use the up and down arrows for more control. Let's see, scale a bit more. No, need to make it smaller. And then Y. Move it over. Move it down. Cute. Okay, and I think I can add more, so let's do it. Put one on the other side. Okay. Or no, you must be able to top right. What happened? So it got rid of one. Oh, maybe I have to do this. Okay. Up middle left, top right. Why is it not going to the top right? Works at top left. Okay. Well, I'll have to play with that more to see if I can get that working with more than one. And I'll probably have to read the instructions. 'Cause it probably says something in there. Maybe I have to click on that for this one and then go to image 2 and upload an image. There you go. Right? Enable image, upload. Let's put him over on the other side. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that makes sense. So you want to click on these, right? If you want this, shows you here, it's this one. And then when you want to upload another, click on the next one, then you can upload that, right? And then let's put that in the top right, scale it down. And then we want to offset it the other way. And then I'll bring it down here. I like it right there. Okay. And let's scale it a little bit less. Okay, that's cool. I like it like that. Now I want to work on the other one. Okay, so I'll come back here, click on image 1, and there it is. Awesome. Okay, and I want to move it down. So let's move him down. And maybe a little over to the left. Make him a little bit bigger. Okay, and move him up, up, up. Oh, I like that. So there you go. And you can just put it, and you can put more down here if you want. Like say I want it over here. Uh, let's just change it so I don't have to go through uploading images. So I would just click on the image I want, right? Yeah. And then I'm going to put it down in the bottom left. And then I would offset it, bring it up. That could be even cuter, right? So you can play with this to your heart's content, and you can add up to 8 images, I'm assuming, to each puzzle. And it will add it to each puzzle. Okay? So you don't have to worry about it. Just work on one of the puzzles and it'll do the exact same thing for all of them. Now, projects, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I can save it. I can start a new project and then save it. But I think to do that, oh, maybe not. I thought you might need the API, but you don't. Okay, and Puzzle Manager, your book is empty. Okay, generate puzzles and use Add to Book to see them here. Okay, so we're going to generate the puzzles just to make sure everything's done. Then you're going to click here, add 10 previews to book, because that's how many puzzles I have. Okay, so they've been added. Okay, and then you would go to Puzzle Manager and they're all here. Now you can view them and it tells you, so, oh, that's cool. So you're customizing Christmas word search. Changes will only apply to this puzzle. Oh, that's awesome. So if you didn't want these all the same on every page, you could come in here and change them, right? So you could say, okay, so here's image 2. Now let's say I want a different image on each page, or at least on some of the pages. If you have 100, that's going to be a lot, but you could actually do that. So let's change that. Okay, I'm going to put this at the top left or top right. Okay, and scale it. Okay, so it overlays that, and I have to work that out. But so that's cool. So you can just come in here and change each one separately if you want. Okay, and let's exit that. Oh, shit, that's probably gonna mess that one up. Let me see if I did. I messed it up, eh? Okay, so let's just delete that. There we go. And that's something you can play with to figure out. Okay, now Puzzle Manager, I want to download them. So I can click on just the ones I want to download or select them all. Okay, and you can download them in PDF, PNG, or JPEG. Okay, so this is where I'm going to download it in PDF, and then I'm going to come back and download it in PNG as well to show you a difference. So it doesn't take very long if it's a small thing here. So let's do this. Okay. Now that's downloaded, and I'm going to download them in PNG. That takes a little bit longer. Okay, so what it's doing, so it says there's 20 pages here, right? That means it put one answer, one solution on one page instead of two or three. And that's what I was talking with Keith about. It would be great if we could just choose, right? If we want one answer to two solutions on a page, four solutions, whatever it is, right? So let's go unzip this and I'll show you. Well, let's open the Christmas PDF first. Let's just open it and show you. Oh, sorry. Okay. There we go. So that looks awesome, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry guys, I know this makes you dizzy, but just want to make sure everything looks copacetic. Puzzle 10. Now here are the solutions. Oh, so it did. It put 4 on a page, right? For the PDF one. So that's 8, and you'll get 2 more here. The problem with this is, and I sent Keith some images, is that, let's bump this up. It doesn't show you the words, right? You can't see anything, so you don't know which answer is which. You kind of have to guess. So I told him about that. And I also told him that if we're doing KDP books, we don't want the color in there. So it'd be better just to circle it. And I sent him an image of what I meant. And he gets it, so that's good. So that's the PDF. That's what happens. And here's the PNG. Let's just extract, and I'll show you what it does for this one. So for the PNGs, it gives you one solution per page for some reason. But it does show you the letters at least, right? So let's just open that up. But it also gives you all this. So like I said to him, you don't want the whole puzzle again on a solution page. You just want, like, you know, maybe Christmas word search, or maybe just even puzzle 1 with the answers. You don't want the words or this or that. So I told him that, and we need it to be able to do it in black and white. So that's what he's going to be working on, okay, as soon as he can, so that you'll be able to use it. But from what I'm seeing, this is an awesome piece of software. simple to use, and you can do a lot with it. And now I know you can even change out each puzzle separately if you want and put in different images. Okay, so that's really cool. And I think right now it's only $17, so worth it. Pick it up, because if any of the other software you have that creates word search goes down, this is a good alternative. And once he has this fixed up, the solutions, it's golden. Okay, hope this helps.